Hey everybody, this is Jason Rogash. The RNC Convention, of course, is going on right now, and watching the RNC GOP Convention is like being punished for something you didn't do. I use that often, but that's really what it's like. And I'll be honest with you even further. Watching a celebration of ignorant, warmongering, anti-labor, anti-human, anti-environment, pro-military goon fuckers continue to be more and more, try to out-conservative each other, makes me fucking sick. Conservatism is the problem, not the solution. We have been told that liberals are the problem, and especially after 9/11. Really? Liberals are the problem? What fucking liberals are in charge of anything? Hillary Clinton is certainly not a liberal. Barack Obama is certainly not a liberal. They are globalists. They are anti-labor. Although they may play and pretend like they're pro-labor, they are destructive forces for labor. And the Republicans are 10 times worse. I made a video about Donald Trump and saying that we should vote for Hillary Clinton, or at least make sure Donald Trump doesn't win by voting for Hillary Clinton, because Donald Trump cannot have the power of the nuclear football. This has gone too far. And listening to the GOP, guys like from my home state, Dan Sullivan from Alaska, he ran up here on his service in Afghanistan and Iraq. How can you run on your service in 2 illegal wars? What is all this worship of death and murder and chaos and violence? America is reaping what it has sown all over the world. I had a commenter of mine, I won't mention them because I don't know if they want to be mentioned, but they know who they are because they're one of my favorites, and Philby. And they've said that, this is basic, I'm paraphrasing, but this is America. The violence that America has shown to the rest of the world is coming back to fuck us in our assholes. And that's Chomsky's whole fucking point. And that's what mainstream conservatives like the Wall Street Journal or Fox News said after 9/11. It was CIA blowback for all the shit the CIA was doing in the Middle East. Paying Iranians to kill Iraqis. Fighting a war in Afghanistan against the Soviet Union. What Zbigniew Brzezinski. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go too far and get off into some weird fucking rabbit trail. The point is, this RNC convention these are the people, Paul Ryan, really? These are the fucking people that are destroying your world. And when they scan the crowd of these fat no, they're not hillbillies. They all probably make good money. Ignorant, wearing fucking red, white, and blue fucking hat, like cowboy hats and shit. Talking about just applauding war and death and chaos. And if anybody dares mention the word union, or if anybody dares mention, have you looked around your country where your labor is? All you dumb fucks who are voting for Donald Trump, all of you are doing it not all of you, but many of you are doing it based on labor. You think somehow he's going to shut those borders down and he's going to bring back jobs. He will do neither. Nor do I believe Hillary Clinton will either. But at least, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't watch the DNC convention either, but Jesus fucking Christ, the RNC convention is so vile and so misanthropic. It's all about war and capitalism and morality from people who are not moral on any fucking level. Donald Trump is the most immoral piece of shit you could possibly fucking have as a candidate. Seriously. Joey Buttafuoco maybe could be more morally bankrupt than fucking Trump, but I even doubt that. This guy is a piece of shit. And to watch Dan Sullivan, piece of shit, okay? I don't care what speech they stole. Who gives a fuck? It's politics. Nobody's written an original speech in politics since Dick fucking Goodwin anyway. So who the fuck cares about the stealing of speeches? Kid, grow up. The real problem is they're war hawks. They're vile people. Donald Trump talking about rebuilding the military and how bad it is. The military, we spend more on the military. We have more powerful military than every other nation combined. Well, how much more powerful do you want our military to be? Do you literally want them to be in every single country? because they goddamn near are now. What the fuck is he talking about? And listening to people run on their experience in war as these wars of empire as if they're World War fucking II, or as if they were fighting the good fight. You're not fighting a good fight. You're fighting wars for imperialism. And what makes you worse is that you, unlike Vietnam veterans couldn't type in. They didn't have a box in their house that if you typed in a question, you could get any answer you wanted. That's what makes this generation of soldiers, in my opinion, much more vile than the ones in Vietnam. They were drafted. And the ones that even enlisted, they didn't know what was going on. They legitimately thought it was a war on communism. This war in Iraq and Afghanistan isn't a war on terrorism. Has nothing to do. If we were really serious about a war on terrorism, the southern border would be closed to the United States so nobody could get in. Number two, you'd be going to war tomorrow with Saudi Arabia. Tomorrow, you would be taking out Wahhabism. You would be going after all those dictators all over the Middle East that America has actually props up because we like dictators and totalitarianism because that's easy because they have the oil and it's easier to deal with people who crack the fucking whip on their people than are actually, democratically elected and would actually want to socialize their natural resources and profit from it in any way. America is a horrible fucking country. The RNC is the worst part of it. The DNC isn't much better, but the RNC is... It's like watching fat people at Golden Corral. That's what watching the GOP convention is. Some obese motherfucker with stains on his shirt rolling into fucking, and then complaining that the chocolate fucking fountain thing isn't chocolatey enough. That's what these fucking people are. Vile creatures. Fucking land monsters. Thank you for listening.